And so without further ado, let's get on with the challenges. So I'm going to hand this off to Danny Watson, who will run through them all and get us going.
Okay, so tonight we're going to have a few challenges. There is the Table Bot challenge and the Floor Bot challenge. Looks like we got a Floor Bot contender or a rogue robot coming up to kill me. Floor Bot. Then there's the amazing line challenge in the back. When that happens, you'll all turn around and go over that way. Until then, the action is up here. Let's see, did I miss one? Table Bot, Floor Bot. Arm Bot. Oh, I skipped the Arm Bot. So after Floor Bot, which is generally up here, Arm Bot will probably be on that table, unless somebody has something where they put it on the floor or something. Yeah, so those are all the ones. And then after all of those challenges are done, we're going to have a robot dance party where you can any robots that want to can participate and do the Monster Mash because it's Halloween. And then after that, we'll have a Run What You Brung, which is for anybody who has a robot that wants to show it off in a challenge, but the robot that they have doesn't fit one of the things that we thought of. It's just something that you created and you have an entirely different thing. So we have a category for that. So we'll start off with the Table Bot challenge. Do we have anybody here who's doing any of the phases of the Table Bot? Okay, we have at least one. Okay, cool. So we'll do the Table Bot then. Phase 0 is the first phase. Anybody here have phase 0? It's have the robot run around on the table from one end of the table to the other and back again?
That's phase 1.
Level 1.
Oh, that's phase 1. What is phase 0? Oh, it's that
level 1
trying to build a robot.
Okay. phase -1 then. Okay, so phase 1, I guess. Sorry, I forgot the numbering. Index 1, really? I thought we were programmers. Raise your hands if you want to do phase 1. Yeah, come on up. Yay! So once you get up here, please say your name of the robot, a little bit about the robot, name of yourself. Oh.
Hi, I'm Bob Allen. I've been in the club since early 2000s, and you know, when we first camp kind of came up with the tabletop challenge, we all jumped onto it, and so I made a robot back then. But you know, back then was pick 16s and all this other stuff, and I thought, well, that's cool, but you know, we've got a lot of new technology, so let's make another one and put some new different technology in it. So this has got an ARM processor, which is the Arduino Do, running everything. But the software is called Subsumption Architecture, which is really kind of a cool way to do your robot. And you know, if you're interested, come and talk to me later, and I can talk a little bit more about it. But a gentleman from the Dallas Robotics Club kind of does a lot of robotics, and he kind of inspired me to kind of take a look at that. So it's running that architecture. It's got this is a 4.3 display on it. It's a TFT display, but it's really a nice display. It's called a next-gen display. And I did some work in the midst of this last 18 years on doing some TFT displays. Well, what happens is you've got 14, 16 wires, you got all this, and when you want a really nice graphics display, you got to do a lot of work and all that. So I did all that, and actually I brought the robot that has it. Maybe later I'll be able to talk about that. But it just was messy to change. Anytime you wanted to move a button, it was a pain in the butt. And I was just doing some Google stuff and came across this next-gen display. It's got a processor already on it. It's got an IDE that comes with it. It's all free, that you're able to do buttons and different pages very quickly, and it only takes 4 wires: power, ground, and serial, transmit and receive. So that's what's on here. So we'll go ahead and see. Oh, I did have a little problem. I had a battery wire. That's an entrance. I had a battery wire that was loose. It happened just to touch the transmit line going to the display, blew out the transmit line to the display and the line to the Arduino. So I can receive data, but I can't transmit data. So the screen will be pretty much just black. It won't have any cool data coming on it. But come up and later, take a look at it, because it is, if you like information coming from your robot, this is really a good display to use. So we'll see if it actually runs. Everybody's like this. So it's got the processors. You can see that it's got some ultrasonics. I'm going to be doing some work with ultrasonics later on. It's got just the old style IR sensors. I wanted to use the new laser ones, but I just didn't have enough of them. So it seems like it's kind of running okay. He's just kind of moseying around. Let's see, anything else? No? Oh, now he's stuck in a loop, it looks like. This has been a little bit of a problem. You know how robots
Phase one?
What's that?
Phase one?
Yeah, that's kind of phase one. So I'll just let him kind of, and then once he turns around, I can actually turn him off maybe.
What's the robot's name?
That's a good question. DS Nav. And the reason why that was, there was a couple of boards a year ago that somebody was using on an article, and I kind of liked the board, so I did some work with them, but they were all PIC based, and but the name kind of stuck, so DS Nav. So that's about it. So if you have any questions, come and talk to me about the displays. It is kind of cool. So, thank you.
Go ahead and sign the book since you've got phase one. Okay.
Name, robot name, challenge, or what?
Yes. Okay. Anybody else who wants to show off doing Tabletop Challenge phase one? Patrick? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm Ralph.
Ralph. I was thinking, yeah. Sorry, Ralph.
What a cool looking robot.
Yeah, so I'm Ralph Campbell, and this is a ModBot, which I made over at Chris Mayer's house, and then wrote my own software. I figured it was cheating to just use the canned software. So, thing I like about it is everything is just sort of glued on, so you can easily add stuff, remove stuff, change it around, and it should do level 1. So we'll give it a try.
Hey!
Took driving lessons in Massachusetts.
Well, it's supposed to stop, but it hasn't figured that out.
So again, the challenge is to go from one end of the table to the other and back, and this did that the short way. Oh, I guess it didn't make it all the way back.
Yeah, it didn't quite do the long way. So there's actually a state machine. So it first tries to, if it only crosses one sensor over the edge of the table, it'll sort of back up a little bit and try to straighten out, and then go until both sensors cross the edge of the table, and then it tries to back up and turn 180. And then the second time it does that, it tries to go half the distance and then do a 90-degree turn. But since there's no odometry, it's all extremely approximate. So Yes. And then when it sees the ends of the table sort of horizontally and vertically, it's supposed to stop. But apparently my state machine isn't quite figured that out.
All right, very cool. Okay, raise your hands if you want to do phase 1 of the tabletop challenge.
Table bot challenge.
Table bot challenge. Anybody? Anybody left?
I got one.
Oh, okay.
It's around here somewhere.
And then looking a little bit ahead, is there anybody who's going to be doing phase 2 or above? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We're doing phase 1.5.
All right. Come on up and do phase 1.5.
Yeah. 1.5.
I think it's defined on the fly.
He goes from one end of the table to the other and back. And when he sees the block, he stops and thinks about it. So I got that. 10:30 last night. And this is old Buggy. You guys know Buggy. But it's totally new code, new wheels, and it has an oscillation feature now. Discovered that the other night. I put a little dampener here on the front skid, hopefully. Okay, and I'm going to try my luck with the batteries I have. If it falls off, that's my excuse. Can you get a picture of me with my robot? I always come to these things and never take a picture of myself, just like I wasn't there. No.
Well, it's on the.
I'll get you in there too.
How do you?
Go ahead and, yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Pardon my mess. Okay. So here we go. Phase 1.5.
There we go.
See, we can turn your back and you don't. Don't let them see you sweat. Now I'm going to go to the other end of the table just to complete phase 1. Chris, you watching? I think I've already got a phase 1 anyway. Now phase 2 is to find. You can applaud. Thank you. Phase 2 is to find the block, push it off the edge. About 10 o'clock last night, I found I can find the block, but it's like it'd take a couple of hours to get him to push it off the edge, and I'm too old for this. So when Buggy sees the block, he will stop.
Does he see with the sonar, or does he see?
Thank you. Buggy, phase 1.5. Thank you.
Yes.
So I'm trying to mention that there are some sandwiches on the back there. So please, everybody, do not get up at once. But if you do want a sandwich, Google said that it's okay to eat them. So when you need a snack, in the back.
Snacks in the back. Alrighty. So I believe there was nobody else for phase 1. Is that correct? There were a bunch of people walked in. Nobody phase 1. Go to one end to the other and back again. No. Okay. Next phase. Anybody who's doing phase 2, which, as we heard, is to find a block and push it off the edge of the table. We got one? Yeah? Okay. Several people. You come up first, and then we'll do you. Do you want the mic?
Marco Walthall.
Okay, I have seen Dexter before. I hope it's working this time again. Let's see.
What processor are you using, Marco?
It's a Raspberry Pi 3 right now, and it doesn't fit. Okay, no, not today.
You need to use the Hubble gyroscope or something.
No, the Dixie doesn't fit.
come on up. That's how things go when you're trying to roll your own. Sometimes things don't work out quite like you expected. Yeah. So while you are setting up, think about what the name of the robot is, what's the platform, and oh, are you trying to push into the thing?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else doing just level 2? All right, cool. You can be the first one for level 3.
Okay. Hi, I'm Alfred Barbarino.
Yay.
Going after level 3. So it's just Arduino, actually 2, 1, and on plexiglass, made just from the ground up. Uses a sonar to find the can, and then tries to grab it, and then 2 other sonars to find the goal and try and push it in. So let's see. Let me start.
I can.
I notice you're using the soda can option.
Yeah.
The block. There. That's good.
Very nice.
We don't define anything in this challenge. Yeah.
Your block
Halloween
looks rather
You get
cylindrical.
Halloween karma points there.
Yeah.
Nice. This is how it's done.
A little short.
A little short of the goal.
Try again.
Can we try it again?
Yeah.
Ah, move the goal up. There we go. It's not a contest, it's a show. Soda can in the corner pocket.
Close.
Ooh, left,
Little well,
left
yeah.
the goal.
Goalie
Foul.
Goalie
One more try, one more try.
One more
3
try?
tries. Right, Danny?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it
break
just
his arm.
ping sensors to find the goal?
Yeah, he looks, since the can's in front of the first one, then he just keeps looking until he sees something that lines up on both, and then, he's assuming that he's. So I managed to break this thing. So, well, it's gonna work. Let's see.
3 tries for $1, so keep
Yeah.
going. as long as you want.
And the goal malfunction. Yeah.
How does it recognize the box?
Oh, the 2 sonars on the side. It just keeps looking until it sees both.
I like the rubber band at the bottom. That's
Yeah, that was for the level 2 challenge.
That's
To push
instability.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's at his limit.
It's all right.
Those first 2 attempts were the best.
That's
So.
all right. No, well, by the time you get to the 3rd level, you're suckered in.
All right. Anybody ready for level 3? Push a thing into a thing. Anybody else? Table bot challenge.
Was that a no-go? It didn't make it in?
It was close. It's better than 1.5, but worse, less than 2, I think, but only just 1.9. All right. So level 2, level 3, table bot, nobody. Okay. Or floor bot, because we're doing floor bot then arm. Floor bot. Floor bots. We got a floor bot back there. Come on up with your floor bot. So the floor bot challenge is after you've mastered the table, you can challenge yourself a little bit more by running around on the floor, which is a much bigger area and much less structured. So you need to do more sophisticated mapping or have much better luck on your side. Let's see. Do you have a?
I need a setup.
Oh, you need
And
a
Ralph
setup.
needs a setup.
Okay.
So you need to stall.
I will stall. I brought something for this because I thought this might happen. How long do I have to stall for? Oh, look at that. Whoa, that's crazy. So, you know. Oh, no. Okay. You want to do another thing? You got a stall? Oh, we got another person stalling for
Can
us.
I hook up to the?
Hook up this?
Yeah.
Okay, on the table over here, we got another attempt at getting the block.
All right.
Oh! Cool. Could you say a little bit about how it's doing that?
It's
And also, I noticed that it has a display on the side. Talk about that.
yeah. So it's a Raspberry Pi running Ubuntu right now, and I'm using by now the first version of the BrickPi add-on board, so that enables me to basically interface to the Mindstorm motors, and right now I don't use one, but also the sensors. And the little display I put on there simply because I want to know what the robot is doing, what it's seeing. And so when it sees the block, it will actually mark the position and size of what the Pixicam thinks is the right color. And that helps very much.
Yeah, the display on the side showing the color, that seems like it would be really, really helpful for debugging. Anybody else want to help with delaying? Are you going to try that one?
Now that it sees the block, I can try.
All right, cool. So it just did push a block off the edge of the table, and now he's going to try push the block into the box. And I see the box has a battery attached to it. Is that, does it have like LEDs?
Yes.
Helping out? Cool, cool. Is it in frame?
That's actually the size the Pixicam sees as the right order.
Just push the block off the table.
Push it
I think that counts.
and then push the box.
What are you doing today?
I mean,
It's all a matter of perspective.
the challenge was to push the block into the box, and it did it.
Yeah, kind of. I think it has some more problems.
I think that counts as phase 2. All right.
Three.
That's phase 3.
Phase 3.